What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I am one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Colin, Dallas, and Donnie. Week 10 of the NFL season has wrapped up. The Lions make a huge comeback against a sort of hurt Commanders team, but still a win is a win. We'll get all into that later. A lot of other big storylines we'll talk about this week. Some upsets, some big games, some very shitty primetime games, with some more shitty primetime games coming up. But before we get all of that, I will go through our picks this week. As you guys know, the race has been kind of close. So starting it off in last place, it's me at 6-8.
Shocker.
At 6-8 is a rough week at 6-8. In third place is Dallas at 8-6. And then second place is Donnie at 9 and 5, and Colin takes the week at 10.
What's the overall?
The overall last place is me at 84-65. Third place is Donnie at 88-63, 4 games ahead of me. And then first place is a tie, 92-57 at Dallas and Colin.
Dallas can just be a bitch and pick every single game I do the rest of the way.
Last week I picked 2 games opposite of Colin.
Trying to expand your lead.
And one of them should have been a win. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Giants. That's all I gotta say.
I agree.
I was sitting there watching that game. I was like, hell yeah. I got one up on Dallas right now.
So it is a tie first place, but even then, I know I'm in last, but only 8 games separates it. I would say if it was near the end of the season, that's damn near impossible. But with 7 weeks left, it's not too far out of the realm of possibility.
That'd be a close gap, closer to what it usually is.
Yeah,
I feel like
and Donnie's only 4 games back. This is
our
absolutely...
first year. You guys.
Colin's like 20 games behind him.
At this rate, yeah, he's 20 years.
I know I won the first year. The difference between first and last that first year had to have been like 20-something games. Like it had to have been.
It was bad, yeah.
Going through all the picks, and then we'll go back through every game and talk about them. We all picked Denver. We all picked Indy. We all picked Cleveland. They lost. We all picked Carolina. They lost. It was a split in the Patriots and Tampa Bay. Colin and Dallas picked the Patriots. Me and Donnie picked Tampa Bay in a very good game. We all picked Baltimore and got the win. We all picked Buffalo, and they lost. Dallas, as he explained, lone wolf the Giants, and they should have won. Losing Jackson Dart definitely did not help. Donnie, the sole chooser of the Texans, and they got the win in a crazy comeback.
Yeah, that was insane.
Couldn't have won.
We all picked Seattle. We all picked Detroit. I was the only one to pick San Francisco, and the Rams got the win. Colin was the only one to pick the Chargers, and they got the win on Sunday Night Football. And then I picked Green Bay just to kind of make sure that they lost, and they did. You guys all picked Philadelphia, so it's close way. Yes, remember you put all the jerseys up in the back. I still think it's back there. I see the green.
It is still back. It was a joke. I knew.
Rolling back through the games, we all picked Denver. Thursday Night Football was a very just kind of not the greatest primetime game, and it came down.
I can't believe I watched all 4 quarters of that game.
I watched 0.
It came down to a 2-point conversion. It came down to a 2-point conversion to win the game for the Raiders, and they did not get it.
No, it did not. It was 10-7.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it must have just been. Was it just a touchdown?
Yeah, it must have been.
Or no, didn't it go to?
That was last week. The Raiders lost on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, against the Jags.
Still, I was right about the bad game. 10-7.
It was a bad game. You're right, but
and then going with probably the first and only, looking at the international game we got this week, Atlanta versus Indy. Was that in London?
It was in
Berlin.
That's right. And man, Germany is actually going to like football, unlike Spain, who gets Washington, Miami. Berlin's like, damn, this was a great game. Jonathan Taylor, 250 plus yards and 3 touchdowns, and honestly, a pretty good game for the international games.
The bloody mouth picture was insane.
Man. They played good. Even though he slipped on a touchdown that Drake London got, Sauce played a very good game in his debut as a Colt. Kind of just that change of scenery. He only let up 3 catches, I believe, for like 30 yards, and then obviously the one was a touchdown, but he did slip. But just a great game in Berlin. The Colts kind of back on the Falcons, I believe, are on a 3 or 4 loss streak right now. So they are in a division that the Bucks kind of just already own. So I don't know. If I'm the Falcons, I'm kind of thinking, especially with all the talent they have on that team, you have Bijan, first-round pick. You have Michael Penix, first-round pick. You have Drake London, first-round pick. Kyle Pitts, first-round pick. They have a first round AJ Terrell first round pick. It's like it's kind of shouldn't be losing. I feel like now we should have an established team, but obviously it's not looking like that for the Falcons.
They keep trying to. I feel like they keep trying to justify the Michael Penix pick in the first round and letting him throw the ball. They need to take a page out of the Colts book. We're gonna run the ball 90% of the time, and then let Michael Penix throw off of that. I mean, Bijan. If they're gonna be a good team, Bijan's the way for them to be a good team. So I mean, I don't know. I didn't like the Falcons at the beginning of the year. I thought people were too high on them, but I don't know. I think Bijan's the only great player on that team, and for them to not give him 30 touches a game is inexcusable.
Yeah, no, they gotta feed Bijan. Clearly their best player, right behind Tyler Algier's not bad either. So you can rotate them a little bit when Bijan gets tired, and then when you do pass it, just go for Drake London. Drake London's a dog. Like I don't know what the issue is. You got Kyle Pitts too. He's an athletic freak, but
yeah. Cleveland Jets. The Jets get the win over Cleveland after obviously they just traded Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. The Jets' first 2 touchdowns were special teams touchdowns. Justin Fields and the Jets get the win with Justin Fields going 6 for 11 for 54 yards. It's one of those things where like Breece Hall even had a good game. I think, man, nobody got over 2 catches in their entire receiving corps. If they had any, like, you could even throw Kirk Cousins on that team. They're not going to make the playoffs, but I think they could be a 6 to 7 win team on the season with a decent quarterback. That's just, I don't know. The Justin Fields obviously isn't the answer. That's not a bad team. I mean, I just think that they need to get
I checked into that game at, I think, the start of the fourth quarter. He had 12 passing yards, and they were winning the game. What the hell are the Jets?
It was the two special teams touchdowns, which, I mean, Dylan Gabriel also not. I mean, he didn't play that great. 17 for 32. That's almost 50%, just above 167 yards. 2 touchdowns to show for it, but I mean, still, I know he's adjusting. You got to give him a little time, but
I just don't understand who's calling the play. Like, what's the play calling for the Jets? Like, I just don't understand. Like, if Justin Fields is only going to throw the ball 11 times, I would assume he probably had 15, 20 carries right besides Breece Hall. But what's going on? Like, I haven't really watched a game.
I don't want to watch a game, so I couldn't tell you.
Fair.
Neither have I. I just think, like, kind of like what I said more towards the beginning, I don't think they trust Justin Fields at all. I think they want to bench him, but there's no good option. So it's like,
what
do you do when you're kind of hamstrung? Like, I get it. Like, I think Justin Fields is bad, and like one of my best takes over the course of us not only doing a podcast, but like me talking about sports is I've always been out on Justin Fields. But like even I can admit he's not this bad. Like
I just realized that Justin Fields had 54 passing yards in the game. Yet Breece Hall had 1 reception for 42 yards. So you take away Breece Hall's 42-yard probably breakaway touchdowns, that's a 12-yard game besides Breece Hall's passing.
Justin Fields isn't 12 yards bad. Like, come on.
No. What are we doing? No, he's not. Absolutely not. I can agree with that. I don't think Justin Fields.
The Chicago Bears teams that he played on were abysmal. And he had better stats.
Yeah, and he still was putting up at least 200 yards passing in most of those games.
He was throwing to nobody for the first 2 years he was in Chicago.
I just think the Jets offensive coordinator's got to get whoever that is. That man's got to go.
He's I can't remember his name. It starts with an E, but he was our passing game coordinator last year. So like the odds are he's not bad. Like he worked with Ben Johnson, so like the odds of this guy being
he's got to be bad.
The odds of him being a complete dumbass, I don't think he can be a complete dumbass. Like he's probably not good, but I don't know. I get it. Like
for Breece Hall,
I would be very mad if I'm coaching Justin Fields too because I don't believe in him. But like 12 yards, you can throw nothing but bubble screens all game and get more than 12 fucking yards. And the Browns' defense is great, and the Jets' O-line does kind of suck. So like I get it from that aspect. Like
their star receiver, who is a definitely one of the greater wide receivers in the league, but obviously not in a huge conversation because of the team he's on. Garrett Wilson played the entire game, didn't get a single target, didn't even get the ball thrown at him once. Like, how do you at least not even draw up a play to your best player?
Did he play the full game? I saw that he had a knee injury.
Yeah, I definitely am glad I didn't start him in fantasy this week.
Yeah, that would have been rough.
It's crazy, man. I can't believe they're that bad. Like, at this point, do something. Go fucking. Yeah. You could.
And they did. They traded away 2 big players for first round picks. So, hey.
That's probably another reason why they're starting him too. They're admitting they're tanking, so like
The Browns
Justin
just
Fields.
the Browns are just.
I was gonna
admitting
say, I
it.
was like, I wanted to be like, you bench him, and then you're really just tanking, but he is the tank at this point.
Well, I don't even. Who's the other quarterbacks on the roster? Tyrod's hurt.
Yeah,
They
he
picked
was
up Mike
supposed
White.
to be hurt.
They picked up Mike White.
Those Woody Johnson comments. They wanted to start Tyrod that next week, and then Tyrod had the knee injury.
What's
so
Tommy
it's like,
DeVito up to right now?
Well, they want to lose games. He'll win you at least 2
I
accidentally.
think that's why they're not starting Tyrod. If you start Tyrod, he's gonna fuck around and give you one good game, and you might win.
He's in
Same-
New England.
You know what?
Same thing with Mike White. He had like a Tom Brady.
Yeah, I
run
was
for
about
like
to say
3
if they
games.
don't want to win games, they should have traded Brees Hall because I think him alone can at least get you some good yardage. Like I don't care who's on that offensive line. Brees Hall is a dog. He's like he's literally like I would say on the same level, if not a little lower than like Devon Achane. He is a diamond in the rough right now because Devon Achane is on a terrible team, but Devon Achane is obviously the best player on his team.
Also, we got to take into account they just lost to the Browns at home, so like they're off. Like they're as bad can get. So like all this.
Wait, what?
I can't remember what you said that made you spark that. But the Jets, like they're
you
as
said
bad as
you
bad.
said the Jets lost at home to the Browns. The Jets won.
The Jets won that game.
Yes.
Are we dead ass? Am
Yes,
I completely wrong?
Yes, the Jet. I didn't realize
How
you
did
didn't
the
know
Jets
that.
win that game?
They had 2 special teams touchdowns.
Yeah, dude, that's what we've
That's
been
why I was
talking about
making
this
it
whole
a big
time.
deal. 54
Look,
passing
that's-
yards, and one of them was
That's
a
the game we've been talking about.
I knew the Jets had 2 special teams touchdowns. I still thought they won, or I thought the Browns still won.
No, the Justin Fields had 12 passing yards besides that one big breakaway, and they won the game.
How are you gonna lose a game with 54 passing yards? Okay,
That's why.
Oh my!
That's why I'm saying the Browns are in shambles right now.
I don't. Well, what's worse?
I was saying like the 50 yards. Like it is the Browns.
That's why
like,
I was
they're
confused why you kept talking about
lose to the
tanking.
Browns.
Like obviously they're going to start Fields and tank. I was like, well, they're not obviously tanking. They just won.
Right.
Well, what's worse?
Dude,
Losing
what the
to.
fuck?
I don't know
What
if you
was
guys.
that? Okay, that totally throw. What? Okay, burn the Browns to the ground. What are we doing?
So.
I
As Donnie's
cannot.
cracking up.
Hold on. I look up
be
and
fair-
Colin was on the screen, and
Yeah, no, it's not.
To be fair,
How
I
goes
knew
in the
it was
nature.
27. I knew it was 27-20. I didn't pay attention. I thought the Browns won 27-20. So like I knew what happened. I just thought the Browns had the extra 7. I cannot believe that. That is so ridiculous.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw college football. I forgot which teams it was. This team won with their leading
Badgers?
passer being the
Wisconsin.
puncher
It was
for
Wisconsin versus
24
Washington.
passing yards.
versus
What?
ranked Washington. Wisconsin, their starting QB, their punter had more passing yards than their QB. The QB didn't
What's
have.
crazy?
Go ahead,
What's
man.
crazy about that is if you look at the box score, they have like 5 people that threw a pass.
Yeah.
5 people threw a fucking pass.
Their
and your punter
starting
threw
quarterback
5
didn't
yards.
get over 15 passing yards, and they won that football game.
Yeah, that's insane.
Washington.
We spent way too much time on the Jets Browns,
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the way. We got
We have.
We'll move on. We'll skip kind of past this one. Carolina loses to. New
Yeah, I'd
Orleans.
skip over this 2 bum ass Panthers.
I mean,
bum
you
ass
can-
Bryce
hey,
Young.
You can go ahead. Go ahead. You got.
That's
the
all I
floor.
gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, I mean, if Bryce Young's a bum, then JJ McCarthy is hot dog shit. That's all I gotta say.
I forgot how to pronounce his last name, but we're
Young.
pointing out that
Tyler,
Tyler Shaw, is that how you pronounce it?
Shaw?
Shaw?
Oh, there we
I
go.
don't know. I have no idea.
Anyway, regardless, has the same amount of wins as Spencer Rattler in his career. Now, by the way.
Facts.
That is fair. What I will say,
You know what's funny?
fewer
I
games.
went to the Saints Twitter, and they were talking because they were like there was a video of like,
282
Tyler
yards,
Shaw's-
2 touchdowns, by the way.
There was a video of Tyler
and a
Shaw's really.
64 QBR. I
Yeah,
fucking
the-
Spencer was averaging better.
There was a video of Tyler Shaw doing a crossbody really good pass to Chris Olave, and the comments I thought they'd be talking about how great it was. No, people were talking. I literally saw 4 straight comments of being like, "It's funny because Spencer Rattler was not the problem whatsoever on any level. Spencer Rattler was not the problem. You can look at everything; he was never the problem. It's just." They're just blind. Obviously, you're going to give the rookie a chance. It's just not fair to Rattler that he just got.
Well, he could just be someone the team doesn't rally around, too. It could just be something like that.
Well, I mean, I think as a Spencer Rattler fan, I probably would have benched him too, just because it's like Spencer Rattler was playing good objectively. I think, for what he was working with, I think he was playing as well as most quarterbacks would. But at the same time, you drafted this guy in the 2nd round. It's looking like they're going to have a top 5 pick again. And given it's not a big quarterback class, but you got to play the guy who was drafted, who you drafted at the end of, or the beginning of the 2nd round.
Also, as he should. It looks like
he's fucking Patrick Mahomes? You know what I mean? What if he like blows you away? Then you know you got a franchise quarterback going into next year. So I love Spencer Rattler, but I would have benched him too. So
it also looks like Chuba Hubbard has officially been put on a backup position where he is getting like no carries whatsoever. They're not even doing the Gibbs Monty where like at least they're getting both over 10 carries. No, Rico Dowdle is just getting all the load, which it's absolutely deserved. Like
You got to feed the hot hand.
Undoubtedly, it should be Rico Dowdle playing over Chuba Hubbard right now.
Well,
any day of the
the
week.
dude in Canales there, I believe, is the one in for the Panthers. Like he's kind of coaching for his job, so yeah, he's definitely got to go with the hot hand. But it also does not look good. They just paid Chuba Hubbard this last offseason. They gave him a big contract because he looked good in this system last year. And now it's like, okay, now you're paying a backup running back, like top 10 running back money, which I don't think it's quite there, but like it's up there in terms of running back contracts. So it's like, what are you going to do?
He more than like, so that's the thing. It's just like he had a good year last year, but I just think that
like I think he's objectively good. It's just
I think Rico Dowdle is better. I'm going to be completely honest. I like Hubbard is okay, but like I was never. I mean, he's good. He had a couple big games, but I was never too impressed with him. I think Rico Dowdle is going to put up better stats this year than Chuba Hubbard did in his last season. Like it's just so. Then I think they just got to stick with Rico Dowdle at that point.
I think whoever the head coach is, like, I think he's probably going to get fired in Carolina sooner rather than later. But like, this dude's probably going to end up with a good job because he obviously can draw up a run game. I mean, Hubbard had a good year last year after kind of coming from nowhere. Rico's having a good year after being somebody that not even the Cowboys wanted. They had one of the worst rushing attacks in the league last year.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Everyone dogs on Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle also had a good year last year. The Cowboys just are fucking. The Cowboys are just fucking stupid.
Well, they were one of the.
He almost had just as much yards as Chuba Hubbard last year on the Cowboys. The Cowboys are just fucking stupid. So I think, I don't know. I think he's better. Anyway, moving on. New England, Tampa Bay was a pretty good game, but Drake May furthers his MVP case with a couple other people in the league, having a great year so far in New England. First year head coach Mike Vrabel is dominating right now in the AFC South. Yeah, it was a good game. I got to actually watch most of it. That was the game I had on TV, and it was a very impressive game. Emeka Egbuka went crazy. He's back on track, but I think I don't think it's more of like the Bucks are bad. I think, or like not bad, but just had a bad game. I just think more of the Patriots are just rolling. Like Travion Henderson, he got going now that Stevenson is out, and it's going to be hard to stop this Pats team.
Yeah, fun stat about that game: 6 touchdowns were made by rookies that game. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's wild. Yeah, Buka, Henderson, and then I wouldn't know anybody. Well, probably May.
Tez Johnson was another one.
Yep.
Tez Johnson had 2, Buka had 1 for the Bucks, and then Travion had 2.
Someone's got to go.
Bill Williams is a rookie. I'm assuming he also.
Yep.
Someone's got to go for this Bucks team. It's Mike Evans has got to be getting close to retirement, but I think just paid Chris Godwin. But with how Egbuka is literally showing that he is a number 1 wide receiver in football, like on a lot of teams, and then Tez Johnson has slowly shown. I don't think he can be a number 2, but Tez Johnson could easily be a number 3 on a lot of teams. Is what he's showing. Mm-hmm. So you can't keep one of them's got to go, and unless if Mike comes out and says I'm not ready to go, then what do you do? Because I don't feel like you can just get rid of Mike Evans, but you just paid Chris Godwin. So
the thing about Mike Evans is I'm pretty sure this was a contract year for him.
He might go. It's
retire.
Realistically, like, with the injury he had, he's supposed to come back at the very end of this year from the collarbone. Like, it's a possibility that he comes back. I'm pretty sure he was in contract year.
He's got to retire.
You got to move on from Mike Evans, probably.
He might come back on like a 1-year deal, like a cheap veteran. You know what I mean? Like, Tampa isn't going to... I feel like Tampa would give him a contract if he wanted to come back. He obviously would not be in the role he's in now, but like
I just think with what happened, you can't come into next year and Emeka Egbuka isn't starting. Like you just can't.
I mean, honestly,
something's got to give.
I mean, Egbuka will probably be the one to start no matter what, and then Godwin, a mix of Godwin, Evans, or Tez Johnson would probably be wide receiver too, depending.
I feel like Mike Evans will probably go. I really do. I think he's got to go.
I think he's likely to retire, but I could also see him wanting to come. I mean, he didn't really get to play this year, really. I mean,
his 1,000-yard streak is up, man. It's time to call it quits.
I don't know, man. He's like 3-game run at the end of the year is gonna go crazy.
He's only 30. Okay, he's only 32 though. Like, that's older, but that's not like.
Yeah, but he's also had a couple injuries the last couple of years. Granted, this
injuries.
is the most significant one out of all of those, but I mean that starts to pile up pretty quick.
And his role alone, like he gets hit all the time, and
That is true. And like I said, I would not blame him if he wants to retire. I just don't. I don't see him. I think he has one more year left. I could see him coming back and like being a vet and just.
I think if the Bucks fuck around and win the Super Bowl, then I
it,
think he's done.
Isn't it kind of crazy? He's almost the exact same size as Calvin Johnson. I didn't realize he was that fucking big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they play very similar.
He's 6'5", 230. I believe Calvin was 6'6", 235. That's like a crazy. That's
Baltimore went to Minnesota and got the win there. Minnesota played a pretty sloppy game. Baltimore kind of, with these AFC North teams losing, the Bengals in it, they were on a bye week this week, but they have been losing. And then Pittsburgh just lost. I mean, it's slowly, like we all talked about, it's crazy to think that the Ravens are right back in this chance at winning the AFC North, without a doubt.
The schedule's there.
I think they will win.
I think if the Steelers blow this lead, Mike Tomlin's gone. Mike Tomlin's gone. Like they already blew the lead, but if they lose the division, he's got to go. They were 4-1 in week 6. The Ravens were 1-5, and if you don't win the division and you lose it to the Ravens, like
especially if that's how you lose it too.
Like that's insane.
Especially,
I guess that's kind of really the only competition is the Ravens.
Honestly, it's gonna come down to which, like, this would be such a cool game to watch and go to. But the Steelers play the Ravens, their final game of the season. It could come down to that. Looking at the Steelers schedule, they play Bengals, Bears.
Probably get flexed to Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, they're Bengals, Bears. Those are two.
Unless
those are winnable
North
games. Then the Steelers play the Bills, who I'd say is a hard game, but that's how the Bills have been playing. That could go either way. Ravens in Baltimore, that could be a tough one, and probably one maybe Baltimore wins, and then the decider would be the last game. Then the Steelers play Dolphins, that's a win. Then they play Lions, that's going to be a good game, and then they play Browns. So I think the Steelers are going to rattle off quite a bit of wins. I think the Ravens schedule is just a little bit easier. It's going to come down to that last game of the season. The script writers are cooking, and they always do. They always do.
I didn't get to be on the podcast the week I wanted to say this, but I had this tape. If there was no emotions involved in it, like you took emotions and like the connections these coaches have to these fan bases, I think every single coach in the AFC North should be fired. Like Tomlin, Harbaugh.
That's a fair statement.
Taylor and Stefanski. Taylor and Stefanski, I feel like, are universally, like, people don't like them on their teams.
I think after this year, depending on what the Ravens do, but yeah, if the Ravens are like a wild card out team, then yeah, John Harbaugh would go.
I think he's just so underachieved, and I like Tomlin, but like, what aggravates me about Tomlin is he's kind of in the same vein as Taylor, in that, like, when coach, like, if you're an offensive coach, the theory is, like, you don't spend as much on offense because you're an offensive mind and you can kind of do more with less. Like, that's the logic. So for Taylor to be on the Bengals and then spend as much or more than anybody on offensive players with Burrow, Chase, Higgins, and the defense be bad, it's like, okay, then, like, what's your specialty if you're an offensive guy and you're paying all the offensive guys and the defense sucks? And it's kind of the same thing with Tomlin. For them to have the most expensive defense and the defense be bad and the defense be his specialty, it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I like Mike Tomlin a lot. And I think if he doesn't want to retire, I think he would have a job damn near instantly, either back in the NFL or, like, running a college team. But, like,
Mike Tomlin,
yeah,
MSU.
Dude, I mean, I think Rodgers has played all right this week. He kind of had a tough one, but, like, he's played well enough for what he was asked to do as a 40-year-old guy. So for their defense to be that bad and for them to be dropping these games is, as Dallas kind of said, it's kind of
also sort of off topic, but not really. Joe Burrow and the Bengals have said that he is looking decent and hoping to return by Thanksgiving for the Bengals. So
if the Bengals play Joe Burrow,
they're insane.
Trade, burn, fire everybody in the organization.
Wait, why?
They're not making the fucking playoffs.
So what are they?
Why would you try to hurt?
They need to go 6-2 at minimum and have some games go their way in order to make the playoffs.
It's not happening.
I think it'd be stupid if you don't play. They have tickets they need to sell. If you don't play Burrow, people are not going to those games.
This is the problem, though. Okay, other than what you just said, which obviously Joe Burrow is going to sell tickets. This is the thing. A lot of Bengals fans already sold their fucking tickets. They're already out on the fucking season. That's one. Two, I would be like, okay, if they're losing games like, say they're losing games like 10-28, like the offense just isn't there, like they're just getting beat. The defense is doing okay, but the offense isn't good enough. I'd be like, you know what? Sure. Let's see if Joe can come back in and put life back in the offense. Flacco is playing great. Like, Flacco is playing as well as you could expect anybody in that situation to play, and they're still losing. So what is Joe Burrow going to do?
Yeah,
It's
Joe
gonna
Burrow
take
coming back doesn't help the defense.
It's going to
It doesn't, but you can't
It's gonna
just keep
take
in mind. If Joe Burrow is ready,
it's turf toe, though. It's something where he's not going to be like 100%.
Yeah, but they said as soon as it happened that he would be ready by December. Like, he would be fully recovered by December. I just think it's stupid to not play him. You cannot have Joe Burrow be healthy and sitting on the bench. That is an awful look.
I think that
shows you have no faith in Joe Burrow.
What's worse?
Why would they have faith in Joe? What is Joe Burrow going to do?
He's their franchise quarterback.
Protect him. Fucking where's the lineman?
If something happened, if we were in the same position and we were sitting Jared Goff and he was ready to come back and we were not playing him, I'd be livid.
Marshall, we're not a playoff team.
Yes, hold on. The Bengals are 3-6 as right now. They play the Patriots. Let's say that's a loss. Then they play the Ravens in Baltimore. Let's just say that's a loss.
Joe
okay?
Flacco just threw for 800 yards for the Bengals a couple of weeks ago, and they lost with 5 seconds left.
Let's say they split their next 2 games. They lose to the Patriots and beat the Ravens in Baltimore. I think that's tough. I think they're going to go 0-2. But let's say they're 1-1. They would be 4-7 with this as the remaining schedules: at Buffalo, home against the Ravens; in Miami against the Cardinals; at home against the Browns. One of those games, you're going to lose. You're not beating the Bills in Buffalo. Now you're 4-8. You would have to run the table and get lucky to have a shot at the playoffs. And you're talking Joe Burrow's going to come back. He started every year rusty.
You guys are talking all like this, but they are absolutely going to start Joe Burrow. They have already said they're going to start Joe Burrow.
I think they will too, and I think it's because that organization is running like dog shit. I
think you guys are crazy.
If the Lions, Marshall, let's say Kyle Allen was throwing for 300 yards a game. Let's say the offense, he's like 80% of what Jared Goff is. Okay? And the Lions were losing games 42-38 every single week. And the Lions are 4-8. And like they have like a 1% chance to make the playoffs. I'm like, you might as well sit Jared, because what the fuck would he come in and do?
We're not paying Kyle Allen like $300 million in total.
God. What? Yeah.
Like I don't have a Kyle Allen jersey. I'd have a Joe Burrow jersey.
You have a Joe Flacco jersey?
No, I'm referencing.
If I was a Bengals fan, I'd buy a Joe Flacco Bengals jersey.
I would.
But the thing go crazy, but
okay? So like, let's say somehow it takes them 3 games to come back, and they lose all 3, and they're eliminated from the playoffs. Would you still play them?
I didn't actually listen to what you said. What?
Let's say the Bengals lose the next 3 games. They're 3-9, mathematically eliminated, but Joe Burrow can come back. Would you play him?
If the doctors are telling me he is back to 100%, like they said, and he is ready to go, like he's back to where he was at the beginning of the season, yes, I'm playing him. Absolutely.
First of all, the thing with turf toe, and like he had the surgery, he will not be 100%. Brock Purdy dealt the same type of injury, this turf toe injury, and he's been ready to go an inch away from playing for the last month, but they're not playing him because he's never going to be 100%.
Okay,
Mac Jones
I'm going off of what the reports I'm reading is that Joe Burrow is already like out on the field moving, like, and he is ready to go. And by Thanksgiving, 2-3 weeks, he will be good. And like, so the reports I'm hearing is that he's going to be great to go. So yes, I'm going off of what I'm hearing, and if he's like that, then yes, absolutely play him.
Just because he's ready to go doesn't mean he's 100%. Let's say they lose the next 2 games. They're 3-8. They play against Buffalo in Buffalo. The Bills beat them by the score's 42-3 because Joe Burrow came back and he looked rusty like he does at the start of every season. Then they're eliminated. Okay, do you sit Joe Burrow then? Like, what's the line? Like, why would you play him if there's no chance?
If this was a one bad,
he could only get hurt further. You could only get hurt more.
If he's ready to go, bring him back. Like if it was maybe 1-2 games that he get to play, but he gets to play a whole month, 4 or 5 games, you got to bring him back.
All I want to chime in. Oh, go ahead.
He's such an injury-prone guy. What if the turf toe, he comes back, he's fine. He fucking tears his ACL week 17, and then it's like, okay, now he's missing until week 12.
Well, that's just a really shitty coincidence.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why?
I'm not going off of a hypothetical though, Donnie.
This season is lost in all reality.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It
The
is.
season's
Why are
already
you
up.
why are you
would
putting
you
him out on
expect
the
to fuck
line?
up next year too?
Why are you risking more?
Okay, why did we bring in Jared Goff that first year? He got hurt and then he came back at the end of the year when we absolutely fucking sucked. Like I know we weren't paying him like Joe Burrow, and he at the time wasn't as good as Joe Burrow.
In 2023 was or 2022 was a lot different than Joe Burrow.
We didn't know if Jared Goff was going to be our guy.
It's still sort of the same scenario.
Like-
Like you can't not just keep your guy that is healthy on the bench. Like it just doesn't make sense.
You can to
Also-
protect him.
also, listen, this
So
is
are we just
another-
gonna are we gonna start next year? All right, you know what? He's injury prone. Let's just protect him. Let's just keep him on the bench next year. It's like I understand they are at a losing season at this point, but you are not going to help yourself. Bengals fans already hate the franchise as much as now. Not bringing in Joe Burrow, who 90% of Bengals fans own his jersey.
You know what would
They're just
make
gonna
the-
piss him off even more.
You know what would make the fans?
I
even
don't
worse?
necessarily give a shit
The
about
team-
the fans filling the seats as long as I'm winning fucking games, dude.
You know
And
what?
you-
You
and
know
like
what?
you- and act like Joe
you're
Burrow
only gonna
coming
win
in
games
helping
if
you
Joe
win
Burrow
games.
is healthy.
You
I
know,
agree with Donnie already. I already agree with Donnie.
you know what would really piss the fans off? If they're 3-10, Joe Burrow comes back when they're already eliminated. He tears his ACL. Okay, now you're missing until week 12 of next year. That season's chalked, and we're a fucking year away from it.
Okay,
Like,
again, I'm not sitting here thinking about
there's-
hypotheticals. That's
It's
just,
but
But this
It's
is
not,
the
about,
thing.
it's not necessarily hypotheticals. It's
It's
not
not
worth the
hypothetical.
risk.
okay.
It's not worth the risk.
Why is he going to tear his ACL all of a sudden? Good
Marshall, Marshall.
you have an
Because there's no
injury.
protection around him.
Okay, Marshall. So next year, just by the way you're talking, you're okay if Dan plays all starters every single minute of every single preseason game because, I mean, everything's an injury risk. Why not?
Preseason games don't matter anything.
None
And
of
if,
these
hold on,
games
hold on,
matter
hold
at
on,
this
hold on,
point.
hold on, Colin. Colin, hold on.
I know what you're gonna say, and it's still the regular
Playoff.
season. This still goes to his statistics. This still counts towards record. And now this division is leading up. There is still somewhat of a chance.
So now he's stat farming, and the best thing they can do is fuck up their draft.
This
pick from
man
a top
has
five.
barely played in the last 2 years. I'm going to let him play. Like,
I'm
why?
also listen. This is the thing.
If he is good to go, why? So like what? So okay, so with DJ Reed,
This is my
he's coming
thing.
back. No. DJ Reed's coming back in December. Are we just not like if he's good to go? Don't play him. Don't play him. We don't.
DJ
no.
Reed is not a guy you're paying $50+ million to be.
Also,
DJ Reed is not
Same
the
reason
franchise.
you're paying him $50 million
That's
to
what-
what? He's good to go.
Dude,
Set him on
that's
the
what-
bench.
Also,
Hold on.
I think
Marshall,
that
this
they
is
are in a
another thing.
completely
Hold on,
different
hold on.
scenario. The two teams are a completely
Let's say-
different.
Let's say
ways
say
right now.
let's
I'm
say
just
the
saying though, we're
let's
like,
say-
you're
hold on,
paying that guy so
let's
much.
say-
Why are we not playing him?
let's say the Lions season went fucking nuclear and we lose every game from now to week 17 or whenever DJ Reed's supposed to come back and we're eliminated from the playoffs. I wouldn't really give a fuck if they activated him or not. I'd be like, you might as well let him fucking sit and get healthy and hopefully
Right.
next words. I get what you're saying, Marshall, because a part of me is like, you know what? He's so injury prone. Whenever he's healthy, you should just let him play. I understand that. And it's also weird because I'm not a Joe Burrow guy. There's a big part of me that thinks like, I don't know if you guys have seen the speculation about like Joe Burrow realistically could get traded with how like I don't know if you guys have seen that. That's what's
I was
circulating.
gonna touch that a little bit.
My thing is, even if you're like, you know what, Joe Burrow, he gets hurt too much, we're done with it, we don't really care. You sit him to make sure he's not hurt, and then you trade him in the offseason and you get a full package. You can't trade him if he's hurt. There
You
is
can absolutely trade him if he's hurt. He might not be worth as much, but you can absolutely.
That's the
still trade
point.
him.
That's literally the
You want to get the most value out of him. Why would you
I
not
understand-
want that?
I understand that, but again, you guys, he is going to play 5 weeks, and if what I said, if he is absolutely good to go. So you guys are thinking worst case scenario in those 5 weeks, like that. I understand what you're saying.
I'm
but
thinking
it's
logically.
not- but
When
it's
you
just-
come back from an injury, you automatically do something different so you don't hurt that same injury. And by doing that, you aggravate something else just naturally. Like if you ever roll your ankle, you start walking different because of that rolled ankle. You don't want to put too much pressure on it. In doing so, your calf gets tightened up. Your knee starts hurting a little more. Like
I'm not gonna lie. There's two big reasons why. There's like a couple big reasons I wouldn't bring him back. If he starts playing in December, okay, you play the Bills, who
If they
when they're-
beat the Steelers
hold
on
on.
Sunday,
When-
you have
they're
to
at-
bring Joe Burrow back. Absolutely,
I just-
without a
just-
doubt.
I don't think they're gonna beat the Steelers. I don't
Okay,
think
but
they
I'm
should beat
saying
the Steelers.
it's at home. If they beat the Steelers, they absolutely have to bring Joe Burrow back. You would
Even if they
be
beat the Steelers,
one
this is-
game away from the division
If they
lead.
beat, and yes, I understand that. But also, you just said December. Let's say they somehow beat the Steelers. I don't think any of us are going to pick them to beat the Patriots. Like, I think we're all going to say, yeah, the Patriots are winning. And then they played the Ravens in Baltimore when the Ravens are red hot and the Bengals are looking like they might have 3 or 4 wins going.
And that's around when they said around Thanksgiving. That is the games after Thanksgiving. So, or that is Thanksgiving actually.
Yeah, that is.
So they're set around Thanksgiving. So if he's good to go and you beat the Steelers, you lose to the Patriots. You're probably 1, maybe 2 games back. Yeah, if there's a chance at going out and winning the division, I'm gonna bring Joe Burrow back. Like, absolutely. If there's a chance to win the division. If the Ravens or the Steelers, had 7 or 8 wins, I would say so, but the top in the division is 5 wins.
I agree.
And the Bengals have already beat the Steelers, so they already have the tiebreaker as of right now.
We can end on this. I think there's a disconnect. I get what you're saying. If they're a game out of it, yes, 100%. Like, as much as I wouldn't, like, if I'm a Bengals fan, I'd be like, you know what, fuck this year. Let's just worry about next year. I get, like, Bengals brass saying, you know what, we are going to go for it. We're a game and a half out of it. There's 6 games left. I understand what you're saying. What I don't think you're thinking about is you're saying after Thanksgiving, December, him coming back. I think they're going to go 0-3 in their next 3 games. At that point, they're 3-9. They are out of it. Like, they are going to be through. I'm looking not like,
I'm saying they don't go 0-3.
They're literally an underdog against Pittsburgh. The Lions haven't came out. I guarantee they're going to be an underdog against the Patriots. And then they play the Ravens in Baltimore. They're going to be
best they can do is 1-2 in that 3-game stretch.
And then like the way the wild card shakes up by then, the Chiefs are not the wild card currently, and they're 5-4.
They have already beat the Steelers with almost the exact same roster. So they definitely can win that game. And then the Patriots game they'll lose, but then they're talking about him coming back around Thanksgiving. They play the Ravens on Thanksgiving, so
he's not playing on Thanksgiving though. That's I don't think you he might be coming around Thanksgiving. December is like the range of him coming back to full time practice.
I saw
full participation.
They are aiming for Thanksgiving. Was hope.
I'm telling you right now, it ain't happening.
And I'm saying he could be good to go on Thanksgiving, and I don't believe that he will be. But let's say he 100% is. I think they're going to go 0-2, and I think most people would say they're going to go 0-2 in their next 2 games. There's no reason because they're going to be. They might have like a 0.000.
If they lose to the Steelers, then I'd probably be a little bit more on your side. But I mean, they've already beat the Steelers once with the exact same roster. So
how hard is it to beat a team twice in a year?
And then if this is another part that we didn't even think about, if they rattle off 2 or 3 wins in this tough 2 or 3 game stretch, apparently Joe Flacco's playing fine. You might as well keep playing him and not bring Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? Like,
but are you going to look at me in here and say Joe Flacco is better than Joe Burrow?
I think Joe Flacco is playing exactly how Joe Burrow would play.
All right, Dallas and Colin, can you back his statement? Because you say that Joe Flacco is better than Joe Burrow?
I'm saying Colin said it. He threw for almost 800 yards the last 2 weeks. What is Joe Burrow going to throw for 1,000 yards in 2 weeks? Like, you know what I mean? It's like
he's still the leader of the team.
As well, okay, I agree with that. As well as
Russell Wilson is a team captain for the New York Giants, and he's riding the bench. So.
As well as the quarterback could play in the Bengals.
That's all I'm saying.
Russell Wilson's also 34, 35 years old. And out of his prime significantly.
I'm just saying, being a leader doesn't mean you get to play.
Every quarterback on that roster.
Usually, Colin, when you pay a guy a lot of money, it means you have seniority over about everybody else on the team.
If you pay a guy a lot of money, don't you want to make sure that guy is 100% before you just throw him to the wolves?
And my entire conversation was that if he's 100%, he should come back. So yes,
100%. That's the thing. He's not going to. But again,
you keep saying he's not. But that was my whole argument. Is that if he is ready to go, at some point he's got to be 100%.
Yeah.
My whole argument was if he's 100%, play him. That was my whole argument. My whole thing was if 100%. I get you
up now.
I get you keep saying like he's not 100%.
We can move on. And like I said,
we haven't even gotten
deep down
through this fucking Ravens game. This all stemmed from talking about Ravens Vikings, by the way. We're not even through the 1:00 games yet.
Oh, I'm just at this point. I'm gonna skim all the way almost to the Detroit game.
My only thing I wanted to add about Joe Burrow, Donnie mentioned a little bit. There is potential trade rumors with Joe Burrow. I heard, of course, this is rumors. The number 1 target for him is Minnesota.
That would be fucking insane. If he goes to Minnesota, Minnesota would run the division. Like, that would actually be fucking awful. Him and a Kevin O'Connell team, I do not want to see that. Please don't ever say that again. That actually fucking scares me. Now, I understand. Now, the whole just don't play him just so you don't hurt him, that I whatever. Now, obviously we won't know because they'll never say anything. If the inside thing is that they do want to trade him, that I understand a lot more than just not wanting to play him to keep him safe for next year or whatever. I get the whole trade thing. That would make a lot more sense because, I mean,
Because right now,
if
Minnesota's
JJ
got a
McCarthy
top
goes to the
15
Bengals,
pick.
he'll die. But
The team that I saw that makes a lot of sense with how this last week or two has
it
gone
was
down.
Detroit.
Is
awesome.
That would be
is-
pretty sick. I'm not gonna
is
lie.
New York.
Joe Burrow on Detroit would be fucking.
I
amazing.
saw New York link because they just gained 3 first-round picks over the next 2 years. So
I think Joe Burrow might actually just retire if he gets traded to the New York Jets. Should I do the same?
I'm not gonna lie, like
Brad Holmes, if you're hearing
With a
us,
new
man,
coach,
if you're
I
Brad
would.
Holmes, if you're hearing us, make the trade, man. Joe Burrow for Jared Goff.
Plus-
And
plus-
obviously a couple first round picks, but
New head coach.
Nah, straight up.
no,
Straight up.
I don't think they'll take that.
the Bengals just don't. You can tell they don't want to pay a quarterback $50+ million. So
I
like,
would love Joe. I would love.
if they
Joe
could
Burrow.
get 5 first-round picks and like seeing how Joe Flacco's playing, if they could just throw in fucking Garrett Nussmeier and think you're gonna get 75% of the production, like I could see the Bengals doing it. Like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Jamar Chase would then retire from football. All right, moving on from that long conversation, we'll skip most of the games because that was a long conversation. We'll probably just go right to the Detroit game. But real quick, we do have to acknowledge that Buffalo did lose actually pretty badly to Miami in Miami.
Yeah,
Not a
Mike
great.
McDaniel was trolling Bills fans in downtown Miami after the game.
Bro, that man
I like
sucks. I
Paying-
hate
Zero
him.
awareness.
Playing for his job, but man, he's
He's
trolling.
probably gonna lose his job. You know what? Good for him. Take your victory lap, dude. Buffalo's
Honestly.
beat the shit out of him since he's been there. Like, take your victory
This is
lap.
true. That is true.
Also, like that might be the last good moment he has as a head coach in the league. Period. So like,
Yeah.
take your victory lap, dude.
I mean,
Also the Bills. I know we're not gonna touch on everything. I'm out on the Bills. I don't believe in the Bills at all
same.
after seeing what I saw. Josh Allen's back to the old Josh Allen of throwing all these interceptions. Except now he's not even having like the big plays to go along with it. So like, you could argue this is the worst Josh Allen has been since like his rookie year. Which like, outside of his rookie year, he's been good. So like, I'm not saying he's awful. I'm just saying like he is playing as bad
he's
as
definitely the tough part is he had such a great MVP season last year that like any season after that was going to be dog shit comparatively. But yeah, no, the way they look right now, he's just I don't know. He's seeing
They
ghosts
look
out there,
awful.
man. It's rough.
Chicago made a little bit of a comeback on the Giants, and they got their game done in Chicago. Brian
Brian
Dable,
Dable got
after the game,
fired.
gets fired and canned. There's a lot more. Obviously, we can touch on that, but obviously, we
Dude,
don't have enough time.
future New York
I-
Giant Brian Kelly. We're not talking about it enough.
No, dude. Watching him come out with like a New York accent in the first conference is crazy. But no, the only thing I care about the Giants is like Dable should have been fired. I thought it should have been at the end of the year because there's no reason to do it
I
now.
was gonna say I kind of figured they would give him the end of the year,
The
but
fact,
with Dart missing at least next week, they're probably like, just fucking get rid of him.
I'm not a Giants fan, and I can only feel for your brothers, cousins, whoever in your family's Giants fans.
Both of my brothers and
Your
my
brother's
roommate.
cousin.
If I was a Giants fan,
My family is from New York, so they are Giants fans too, by the way.
if I was a Giants fan, I would be losing my fucking shit. How is Joe Shane gonna keep his job? Did you guys see? He gets to hire the next head coach. After what he's done, what grace has he earned to still have that much power in the organization?
This has been a trend with the New York Giants, and it has not worked out well for them. We'll come back to that in a second because I got to find the tweet.
Because,
But
like, a lot of the in his defense stuff I saw in a lot of comments was, well, yeah, he was bad, like letting Saquon walk. But the last couple of years, he's drafted Malik Neighbors and Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Are we just gonna ignore like 5 years of not being able to build a good O-line and letting Saquon walk and giving Daniel Jones a big contract? Like, those are all moves like he did. I don't really give a fuck that he drafted Malik Neighbors with a top pick. It's like, okay, Malik Neighbors could have went damn near anywhere and he was going to be a good wide receiver. Jackson Dart, yeah, but I feel like they just kind of took whatever the best quarterback was there at the end of the first round. And then, like, Cam Scatterbo, like, he's had a few good games. To automatically think he's like a franchise running back, I think is kind of crazy. It's like his last couple of good moves does not overshadow to all the shit he's done the last half decade in New York. They should have fired him first, let Dable finish out the year, then fired Dable and just completely restarted anew.
Jacksonville at Houston, it was a big comeback. Jacksonville had a huge lead. David Mills, leads the comeback on for Houston and gets the win there in Houston. A crazy game. Seattle put absolute belt to ass on the Arizona Cardinals. Seahawks was just another big win. And to the game, obviously, us Lions fans, watched Detroit versus Washington in Washington, a huge revenge game, even though they're missing some people. I don't think Lions fans gave a fuck after last year. And the Commanders, it's funny too, because Commanders were talking on Twitter, hey,
Don't do that, Donnie. First of all, that's a pause. That's a pause.
It's hard to do it like with your whole,
Anyways, I saw Commanders fans saying, I saw Commanders fans saying, well, we were super injured, and then it's like, bro, the reason you guys beat us last year is because we were missing 13 players on our defense. So don't even start with the injury clause. Like, you cannot pull that shit when you guys were dogging us for losing last year.
I'll tell you this. You could bring John Rickens back. You could bring Sean Taylor back from the dead. The Lions were going to put belt to ass whoever was on that team.
And a huge storyline of that game.
They weren't letting that shit go. I'll tell you that.
It sounds like Dan Campbell was just fed up with the way things were being run, and he takes over the play calling duties and puts the glasses on and calls an absolute amazing game. I mean, every play it felt like was absolutely flawless and shows how great of a head coach Dan Campbell is. I love the clip of before the J-Mo touchdown. He called the play. You could see him reading it, and then he fist pumps. I was like, bro, fuck yeah, I ran the play yet. Like, I absolutely love that from Dan Campbell. Just basically showing John Morton, bro, we have one of the best offenses and some of the best weapons in football. Just use them. Stop being scared with how to use these weapons. Use Monty right. Use Jameer right. Use Jared right. Use J-Mo. It's like, use everybody, which we did. We used everybody, and it was a great game because even then, Shep has played amazing defense for us this year. He has put up great weeks, I felt like, the last 3-4 weeks. So it just needs to be the offense that clicks. So Dan just put it in overdrive himself and said, yeah, we got to win this game, because if we don't win this game, Detroit's going to have my head for not getting revenge.
So I have, I was thinking about this earlier, because I was thinking about, Dan's play calling, and they were talking about, something I was listening to was talking about, John Morton, and, it's not a good look for him, obviously getting your play calling duties taken away. So, I have a weird, little comparison, and you guys are going to roll your eyes, but I think you guys are going to like the comp at the end of it. So,
Jim Bob Cooter.
No, it's even dumber than that, and you guys are going to hate it at first, but it's fine. So, you guys know that I coach middle school football, obviously. It's fucking the one person watching this that they don't know. I run the defense, the other guy I coach with runs the offense. And I'm usually so, the offense isn't really my shit, so I don't really know many of the plays. I know probably 10, but there's a lot of stuff that we do that I don't know. And I don't agree with a lot of the stuff the dude does running the offense. And every once in a while there'll be a situation in game where a kid will get hurt and he has more medical training than me, so he'll go work with the kid and I will call a couple of plays in the drive. And we'll be trying to do we're gonna fucking run trap here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and I'm just kind of none of this shit's working. I understand what you're trying to do, but it's not working. So, I've had a couple of plays where, the very first play I got the call, I called, an outside run, and it ended up being a touchdown, a 70-yard touchdown. And then we ended up, it happened again this year, and, I put, the best kid on the team, I called a play for him, and it was, a 20-yard gain. And I'm it kind of made me think a little bit of John Morton and Dan Campbell, where it's I understand John Morton's probably so in tune with the offense where he's trying to do this and trying to do that and set shit up with all these screens and stuff. But sometimes you need an outside voice of just hey, this dude's the best player on the team. Can we just give him the fucking ball and let him do his thing? And I know that's a stupid comparison, but sometimes I feel it is a person who's not in tune with what you're doing offensively to step in and be yeah, I get what you're trying to do, but it's not fucking working. So let's dumb it down. And it's gonna work dumbed down. Everything has to be super over the top to work.
From what it looks like Morton wants to get Jared Goff going. He wants the momentum for Goff to get going. But last year, the best way for him to get his momentum going was after we ran the ball 20 times and then play action. That was our bread and butter last year. Run, play action for a big play. This year, at least the start of the year, it felt like we just wanted to get short passes to get Goff warmed up, screen passes. But this last game against the Commanders, what did we do? We fucking ran the ball. Then all of a sudden, Goff gets wide open wide receivers, and we're fucking money.
It's also a huge thing of it is the timing at when they call your calls. So John Morton is calling certain calls when they should not be called. Dan Campbell is calling these play calls absolutely perfect, when they need to be called. The run play in the right scenario, a deep bomb in the right scenario, a short pass in the right scenario. He is finding the perfect scenario for all these plays. And it really shows how good of a coach Dan Campbell is, and he's letting the athletes do the work and not the plays like Jahmyr Gibbs. He's letting Jahmyr Gibbs work, and he had an amazing game. He had 3 touchdowns. He's letting Jama, one of the craziest freak athletes we have on our team, do the work. It's like that's all you gotta do, man. Just call the right plays in the right situation and let the athletes do the work. Stop trying to make it as complicated as it needs to be. I mean, I know the NFL is a very complicated thing, but man, we've got athletes on our team.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't even think Dan's like the most like high Q X's and O's guy. But like this also happened the very first year when man, I had his name.
I don't know his name, but
Anthony Lynn. Yeah. When he was our OC, and I don't know if he got fired halfway through the year or they took away his play calling. And then Dan started calling plays, and we weren't a good team. We ended up winning 2 or 3 games that year, but we won those games.
We were 0-8. We were 0-8-1. We didn't have 0. We had 0 wins until we fired him, and then we fired him, and we came in and won 3 games.
And then Dan came in, called a couple of games down the stretch. We ended up winning a couple of them when we probably shouldn't have. We were a bad team. But it's like, again, like I don't think Dan is as in tune with the offense as John Morton is. But at the same time, like when you have a lot of talent on the offense, like football is a very complicated sport, and at the same time, it's not that complicated. You run the fucking ball, you set up the pass. Like, if you have the guys, it's not really that hard. And I think Dan is just like, he's probably looking at a play sheet that is so dumbed down compared to what Morton or anybody else is looking at. And he's like, yeah, we're going to run inside zone, outside zone. We're going to throw a slant, and then we're going to throw a deep out. It's going to be a touchdown. Like, this is all
Colin, you got any thoughts about the Lions game?
Not really. It's kind of tough to judge because obviously the Commanders are beat to shit. So like, it's tough to it's tough to really have a clear takeaway. I mean, obviously, it would have been easy for the Lions if to continue to kind of look down, but like I said last week, Lions haven't lost back-to-back games since the start of the 2023 season. So, I mean, there was no reason to pick against them this week, and it shows. So, I think that given how the Eagles defense played against the Packers, I'm a little nervous about this week, but we'll get there.
I don't know if it was the Eagles defense more so than the Packers offense, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers offense has looked rough a couple of times this year. And
they had like 80 yards in the first half, and I don't think that was all.
I think the Packers have, give me just 1 second to pull up their schedule. So the Packers have lost to a team that has scored 13 points, a team that has scored 16 points, and a team that has scored 10 points. So,
yeah, they're 0-3 against.
Getting to double digits is apparently enough. They allow less than
16 points. They're the only team in the NFL to not have a win when they hold the opposing team under 16 points.
All right.
That is the most Jordan Love indictment of a stat I could ever read.
Rams put on a clinic against San Francisco. They got the win. The Chargers got the win on Sunday Night Football. And then obviously, as we were kind of touching on right there, the Eagles beat the Packers, which Lions fans were all happy about on Monday Night Football in a barn burner of a game. No touchdown scored in the first half. Wasn't a touchdown scored for a while. But, hey, ended up the Eagles winning. That's all that matters, with maybe the worst attempt at a game-tying field goal at the end of the game.
I didn't watch the end of the game. I saw that kick. I laughed so loud out loud.
That clip where from that super windy game in Soldier Field where they kicked it and it just went whoop.
Yeah.
What's ridiculous is the fucking Brian McMahon is getting the free kick beforehand. Like, they stopped the play. And then, like, 3 seconds later, he got to kick it. Like, the refs usually jump in and don't let them get a free kick. Like, that's what they're instructed not to do. So them just they let them have a free kick that they shouldn't have. So that's a benefit for the Packers. Bro missed it by quite a ways. And then they do that quick pass, which wasn't even a pass. They just wasted 2 seconds. And then you send them back out there. It's like, bro, you could have sent they weren't making that fucking kick. I don't understand what the floor down the stretch is a god-awful play caller. I cannot believe he saw it was short. Like, I wouldn't want to go for a Hail Mary there either, but you might as well if you know there's no shot of your kicker making it.
The fact that a Jordan Love Hail Mary probably would have made it farther than the kick. Like,
literally. Like,
Yeah. All right, Colin, take us into picks.
All right, starting off strong with Thursday Night Football. Jets at Patriots. Classic AFC East showdown. Give me the Patriots by like 30.
Yeah, no, I got to pick the Patriots here.
It's going to look like Tom Brady's back out there for the Patriots.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy game. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Patriots. They're wearing their Nor'easter jerseys this
Yep.
game. It's like that off blue with the NE logo.
Sorry, I'd like to amend my previous pick. I will take the Patriots by 50. In fact.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited to see those jerseys in action. I think Aaron Glenn is doing a hell of a job keeping games remotely close with this roster, but Patriots are on a roll. Opposed to like the Patriots just completely overlooking a team, I think they're going to keep winning for the next few weeks. So yeah,
Well, especially at home too, you know. But,
yeah.
All right, 9:30 on Sunday
For Spain.
Spain, we got.
Just going to send us into a world war for giving them this game.
Yeah, after how the Dolphins just looked against the Bills and how the Commanders just looked against the Lions, I'm gonna say that the Dolphins get another win here. International games are weird, and I think that oh my God, what's his fucking name? Their quarterback right now,
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. Jesus, I could see his face. I kept wanting to say Brock Purdy for some reason.
What?
I don't know where.
That's a white man.
Maybe next year.
But I think he's good enough to win this game. But that Commanders defense has been bad the last couple of weeks, and I don't think it's going to get any better this week. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins. I think they're going to rely heavy on the run game. And like Colin said, the Commanders defense is a little rough right now. They're going to be missing a key piece of that D line for sure. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, I'm actually this is an awful matchup, but I am actually going to go with the Commanders here. And I think Mike Daniels, you need to brush up on your Spanish because you're staying in Spain, buddy. I think this is Mike McDaniel's last game as a Dolphin.
Been saying that for like 3 weeks.
I was going to say, we thought he was going to get fired.
No, this is the game.
So.
This is the game.
If he was going to get fired during the season, it would have been about a month ago. Like, he wouldn't have.
It doesn't matter. I'm going Washington.
I get what you're saying. I mean, a part of me wants to go Washington, but, like, I think they're a team that's just given up. Like, I thought they were going to not be that good going into the year, but I didn't see 3-7. Opposed to the Dolphins, who are 3-7, but if we're being completely honest, they're a good 3-7. Like, they're not a typical 3-7 team where there's no talent at all. So, yeah, I think Mike McDaniels, if he goes on a little run here, maybe he saves his job. Who knows? I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
All right, game we're all looking forward to: Packers at Giants. Unfortunately, we established that Donnie does not have a Giants jersey to put up. Last week he put an Eagles jersey, and they beat the Packers in Lambeau. Unfortunately, I don't think any weird voodoo magic is going to save the Giants this week. They're going to have to trot out Russell Wilson. I think if the Giants have any brain, they'd say fuck it and they'd throw Jameis Winston out there because at least it'd be fun. At least it would be fun.
Russell
right?
Wilson touches the field and boos just erupt.
I know. Like, the team doesn't like him. The fucking fans don't like him. Put in Jameis Winston, and at least, like, if you're going to suck, at least to let it be fun. And honestly, I think if the Giants play Jameis, I honestly feel like he'd come in and beat the Packers because that's the weird energy that Jameis
fuck around and win some games.
He would. Maybe that's why they won't play him because they don't want to win too many games at this point.
Fair.
But you know, but yeah, give me the Packers. Unfortunately, I hope I'm wrong, but give me the Packers.
Yeah, Packers got to bounce back. A good bounce back game for them is against this beat up Giants team. I got the Packers.
I'm gonna figure it out. Who is the? It says it here, but it doesn't say his name. It says who's the Giants interim head coach because it says former Eagles QB.
Yeah,
it's their OC.
I want to figure out
It's
who.
Jameis Winston.
I want to figure out who it is.
Now that would be fun.
Jameis Winston's calling
all
the
his own
plays.
At starting quarterback.
Yep. I mean, he called that audible
Mike
in the Saints.
Fucking
You know,
Terry Bradshaw there calling his own plays and running. That would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, if Jameis were to play, even then I think Russell Wilson could somehow do something funny and just be everyone boos him and then all of a sudden he goes out there and beats the Packers. But if Jameis played, I think his hype up speech alone would win him that game.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
as much as whatever happens, I think Green Bay probably gets the dub here.
The Giants interim is Mike Kafka.
Yeah, I saw that just now.
Which that name sounds familiar. I feel like I've seen that like a Madden free agency quarterback roster at some point in my life. Man, I'm pretty sure at some point in this season I looked you guys all in the face and I said I'm not picking the Packers the rest of the way. Is really testing that theory. Man.
I mean, Marshall did just pick the Packers, and we saw how that went last week. So you might want to go Giants just to maybe get the game up on the rest of us.
Packers over a touchdown favorite, man.
They're a touchdown favorite,
and it's
yes,
it's in New York.
It's in MetLife, so it makes
tough.
This is the thing, though. Russell Wilson, he has one more ride left in him. I tell you what, he's like an old vet quarterback. He's got one more.
I don't know why, but the way you said that just pissed me off. Like,
well, I was trying to do like the Broncos let's ride, but yeah.
Yeah, I know it. I didn't like it.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing. I think the Packers are going to be like on high alert because they've gotten beat by not the Eagles, because the Eagles were probably the Packers were favored, but like the Eagles are good. But other than that, they've blown a game against the Panthers, who are objectively not that good of a team. They blew a game against the Browns, not a good team. They tied the Cowboys, a team. So now they're facing another bad team. It's in MetLife, and I didn't know this. The Giants are 2-8, but they're 2-2 at home, so they're not that bad of a home team. And it's probably going to be wet, snowy, cold. Shit happens in those.
It's actually supposed to get warmer this week.
It is.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know about in New York, but around here it's supposed to be like 50 degrees this weekend again.
That's fine. Okay, and then Theo Johnson is a beast at the tight end. So if they have to go through the air, I trust Russell Wilson to throw the ball well. And
Sunday in New York is supposed to be 60 degrees.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Giants at home against the Packers.
I'll mark it red.
Go Giants! What is their saying? Is it like go blue, or what the fuck is their like calling card? Go big blue. Don't fuck it up.
I don't actually know if that's their thing. I've heard people say it before. I don't know if that's like officially their thing.
I know go big blue, or it's something like go big blue is Kentucky basketball's thing.
I know Kentucky does it too, but I'm pretty sure the Giants do.
Either way, go Giants.
Yeah. Texans at Titans. Give me the Texans.
Hey, I feel, this game is, I feel like, going to be such a bad game.
This is fucking Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna risk it. Give me the Titans.
I am also going with the Titans.
Ah, fuck.
Damn it. Gonna appreciate extending my lead.
Yeah. Thanks, Marshall.
CJ Stroud is questionable.
Sorry, taking the lead for now. I got ahead of myself. Taking the lead for now. I think this is the first one we picked separately.
Man, I can't believe we have two people going with the Titans. It's kind of crazy. I mean,
make it three.
I don't believe. I don't believe in the Texans at all. But
the Titans are just a new level of bad.
That Titans team just had
the offense is bad. The defense is bad. Like it's just
Cam Ward at the beginning of the year. It was like, you know what? He has nothing around him, but like, you're doing good, buddy. I feel like people are now like,
you're doing good, buddy.
You kind of suck like the rest of the team there, dude. So. I don't believe in them at fucking all. I think the Texans, like, honestly, that win last week, that could, like, catapult them to, like, actually making a little bit of noise this year, even after all the early losses. I'm going to go with the Texans.
All right. Ugly game. Yep. Ugly fucking game.
What?
Panthers and Falcons.
Oh my God. Marshall, you don't think this is an ugly game? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, well, when Rico Dowell and Bijan Robinson put up the best running back performances,
I was going to say, this is going to be a run-heavy defensive game.
If you love defense, watch this game.
If you think Rico Dowell's better than Bijan Robinson.
If that under is set at like 10 points, hammer the under.
It's at 42.5.
Oh my God, that's way too fucking high. What are we doing?
You say that like any over under on FanDuel for an NFL game has been like under 30, unless it's literally like, hey, it's going to be minus 60 degrees. Any regular game in an indoor stadium is usually around 40 points, no matter how bad the teams are. When both of these teams have explosive ass running backs.
Falcons had the third lowest total of the week. Texans Titans is number one at 38.5. Then we have a 39.5 of Ravens Browns, which seems a little low. And then it's the 42.5 of Panthers.
God damn. I'm gonna go Panthers.
All right, I'm gonna go Falcons. Falcons actually put up a good fight against the Colts. Panthers couldn't even beat the Saints. So yeah, let me get the Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons are weird. Well, I think they'll have a big-ish bounce back game, and probably beat the Panthers. But clock it for Rico Dowdle 2 touchdowns and Bryce Young 2 touchdowns.
Like, is when you say Bryce Young 2 touchdowns, it's the handoffs. Like, handoffs don't count.
Nope, 2 passing touchdowns. Actually, 1 passing.
What if
one
they're
rushing.
really good handoffs though, Dallas?
If like
If
a
you want-
toss
you-
play, I can give it.
We
to
can't. If we're gonna talk about handoff merchants, the Vikings game's coming up next. We can really talk about a handoff merchant.
I mean, I'm looking at the box score from the previous Panthers Falcons game, and Rico Dowdle, that was when he was definitely RB2. He still had 10 carries for 30 yards and a touchdown. So him as a starter might go a little crazy. Yeah, I fucking don't like either of these teams at all. I don't believe in either quarterback. I don't like anything about any of these teams. Where's the game at in Atlanta?
Donnie, if there was something I could nag on you about, is sometimes with these shit games, bro, you stress over the wildest games.
I'm trying to be
over.
right.
It is in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll go with the Falcons. Why not?
It could be. It could be.
I try to get every game right.
It could be.
Marshall. Don't
It could
give
be
me shit
Kent.
when
It could be Kent State
Black
versus.
Panther.
It could be
Fuck.
Kent State versus the Kansas City
Come on.
Chiefs. Oh man.
Come on,
Oh,
Come on,
Kent
Marshall.
State. Ooh.
guys.
I don't know, man.
Guys, can you,
Let me check the odds. Who did you even
you
go
guys
with?
hear that?
Who
I
did
hear,
you go with?
I hear
went with the
something in the
Falcons.
distance. I hear something in the distance way behind me in 4th fucking place and pick. So maybe they should shut the fuck up and leave the winning to the 3rd place and the 1st place guys. So
I
fuck you,
must
Mark.
say you had no one to talk. You're in 3rd place.
I'm only 4 games away from them though. You're 8 games away from them. Fuck
Oh
you,
my
bitch.
god, shut up.
Oh boy.
Bears at Vikings. Give me the Bears. Bears keep winning, man.
Yeah, Bears are the worst 6-win team I've ever seen. The Vikings already beat them this year, so it's hard to beat the same team twice. Let me get the Bears.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Bears, but they're going to get this win and be win number 7, and they might end with 9 wins. The rest of their schedule is a gauntlet. They are not going to finish with over 10 wins. So they're going to get win number 7 and stall, but I'll give them the win here.
Bears have like the worst wins I've ever seen.
Oh, they are terrible.
I mean, damn guys, motherfuckers going nuclear on the Bears. Holy shit.
I got them written down just in case we want to go bar for bar on how ass these wins are.
I mean,
They beat the Raiders by 1. They beat the Commanders by 1.
okay, I get it.
They beat the Saints.
I get it. We don't believe in the Bears. This week, I don't believe in the Bears either. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I don't like JJ, but they beat him week 1, and JJ played bad for 3.5 quarters. So maybe he plays for 4 quarters, and that's enough to get it done. Plus, it's in Minnesota. That stadium gets loud. Brian Flores' defense are fucking nuclear every time. We saw what he did to Goff. So yeah, I'll go with the Vikings.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the rest of the schedule. So they get win number 7 here. Then Steelers, L. Eagles, L. Packers,
Are we sure
L.
the Steelers is an L?
Browns win. Packers, L. Niners, it's in 49ers.
We're not sure for the record.
It's in San Francisco. That could be their 9th, 10th win, be deciding. In
Aaron
the lines.
Rodgers does own the Bears, though.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely.
He's gonna beat the Bears the last time.
Yes.
100%.
One last time, for good measure. You went Vikings?
Yes.
Okay. Chargers and Jags. Chargers got pretty big win over the Steelers last week. I was the only one that picked them. Jags looked rough and choked to the Texans. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, let me get the Chargers. Jags coming off that terrible loss.
What the
Travis
fuck is so funny?
Travis Hunter out for the year also. Yeah, give me the Chargers.
Yeah,
What's so funny?
give me the Chargers. Just the way you said that. Yeah, Chargers got a big win last week. I'm the only one that picked them.
Gotta let them know, man.
It was just the way you slightly bragged, just without making it obvious.
Gotta let them know.
It was so calm, guard. Just the way you were like, yeah, Chargers big win. I was the only one that picked them.
Let it be known, Colin Jankowski is a big Jim Harbaugh believer. So
Big Michigan guy. We said the proof from a couple weeks ago.
I'm going with the Chargers.
that's definitely gonna get thrown up on the screen just then.
Like I said, I don't believe in the Jags. I think that cross-country flight is hard for those West Coast teams. But at the same time, I mean, don't believe in the Jags at all. I think losing Travis Hunter just hurts them morally more than it does on the field. But yeah, give me the Chargers.
All right, Bucks at Bills. A couple of weeks ago, I would have thought this was going to be a great game. Now I'm not so sure.
I mean, it's still going to be a good game.
Pretty good game.
I guess.
They're just not in a good spot right now, either.
Bills need to bounce back bad. It's at home. Bucks are still kind of banged up. I'm gonna lean Bills, just because I said they need that win bad if they want to do anything this year, and it's at home, so I think that favors them. Give me the Bills.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the Bills. The Bucks can afford to lose actually the next 2 games, in my opinion, because the rest of their schedule is honestly a cakewalk, and they could still get 10, 11 wins with this schedule if they lose back 3 games in a row. I'm going with the Bills because, like I said, this schedule after, because they get the Rams next week, and then you got Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers again. You could easily win out the table there. That's 6+ wins. You got 12 wins on the season.
And most of those games are at home.
Yeah, you got 12 wins on the season. You lose these 3 in a row, I think you're cool. I'm gonna go Bills.
I am actually going with the Bucks. Both teams coming off of a loss. Both of them could use a big win here, but I think the Bucks take it in a barn burner. Like, actually a really good game.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dallas a little bit in the Bucks don't need this game because the end of their schedule is such a cakewalk. At the same time, I don't think they feel like that in the building. I think they knew the Patriots, Bills, and Rams is a tough 3-game stretch. I think they want to, like, if you're them, you know you might not win all 3, but you want to win at least 1, 2 if you can, to just to remain positive that you are a top tier contender. Which I don't know if they're a top tier contender, but I think they're a contender in the East or in the NFC. And I don't think they're going to beat the Rams in LA. I think that's a tough draw. I think out of the 3 games that I just said, Patriots, Bills, Rams, that the Bills are the most, the ones they can get, especially with the way their defense has been playing. I mean, Tua just fucking lit them up. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Baker's got to get him back on track.
All right. Sorry, I scrolled down ahead a couple of weeks just to look at some of the games coming up. Bengals at Steelers. Give me the Steelers.
Yep, I got this as a must-win for the Steelers, so give me the Steelers.
Yeah, they came off of a bad loss. I think this game's going to be a lot closer. Steelers' defense is bad. So I think this game's a coin flip for me, but I'll go with the Steelers just because it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think it's double must-win. I think the Bengals are officially dead if they lose this game. The Steelers are going to feel dead if they lose this game. They'll still be in it. I mean, if they lose and the Ravens win, they're still tied for the division lead, I believe. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I think they should have beat the Bengals first time. This time at home, Steelers gotta have it.
All right. 49ers at Cardinals. Give me the Niners.
Yeah, let me get the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm also going with the 49ers.
And Mac Jones is playing pretty good. I'll go with the Niners.
Seahawks at Rams.
Real quick, before you announce this game, can we hate on the NFL that this is the 4:05 game?
I was going to say
Seahawks, Rams, Denver, and Kansas City is the America's Game of the Week that we will get on our television. I mean, cool, kind of, but with how Denver has played so ass these last couple weeks, just like their offense is just so lackluster, and the Chiefs have been okay, I would much rather watch Rams Seahawks. Both those teams have been shootouts in every game they've been in. This game is going to be so good, and we can't even watch it.
I am definitely illegally streaming this game.
Yes,
I don't know about
absolutely.
you.
Just get your money up and get a Sunday ticket. That's all I'll say.
Okay, wow. Damn.
Or I could just go on my computer for free.
Or I could just hack your account.
Imagine paying for shit. Fuck off.
Or I could just hack your account and steal your Sunday ticket.
There you
Or
go.
you can just share your Sunday ticket with us, Colin. You fucking
Yeah, what the
no,
fuck?
fuck you.
All right.
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. This is for, depending on what happens in the Lions-Eagles game. I mean, if the Lions beat the Eagles, then this will end up being whoever wins this game is the number 1 overall seed in the NFC, at least for a bit. So yeah, this is going to be a really great game. It is at the Rams, and the Rams have been on fire lately. I'm going to go Rams, but Seahawks are going to put up a damn good fight. This is going to be a great game.
I am also going to be going with the Rams. The Rams are going to be rocking their black rival uniforms as well. And I don't know if you guys know this. Matthew Stafford is undefeated in a black uniform. And I just made that stat up, so I don't know who believes that.
I was seriously. I was like, he probably never even wore the black jerseys in Detroit. So.
No, they got rid of him his rookie year.
So he
And
is
then-
Well,
undefeated.
they were part of the color. That was their color rush. They just never fucking wore them. Because they were part of the color rush. They were in that like promo for it. They just never wore them. They existed.
I don't think they did. I think that was just like fan
No,
art.
I think,
I'm going with the Rams.
Yep.
yeah, I think whoever wins this game, like Colin said, I don't. They're obviously going to be the number one seed for a minute if the Eagles lose. I think they might be the number one seed at the end of the year, depending. I think this game is going to be okay. Whoever wins it, especially if you win it by, a convincing margin. Like this could be like, all right, this is the best team in the NFC, maybe the best team in the league contention. I don't believe in the Seahawks. I haven't all year. I picked them last week after not believing in them all year. But man, Matthew Stafford is probably playing the best football he's ever played, and that's crazy because it doesn't feel true. But
I said that
Good.
last week and I was crazy, but
I'm like, I don't know. Like on paper, he is. It doesn't feel like it because, like, I think 2016 with him having all the comebacks, I think that was peak Stafford because all the shit he was able to pull out when we should have not been winning games. But on paper, it is his best year. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. It's at home. Gotta have it. Like I said, whoever wins this, I think, is like probably gonna win the NFC. If I had to put my,
at least the division for sure.
I mean, they get to play each other again, so like it's not solely for the division, but you're gonna want to.
I think whoever wins this game will determine the division.
I want
in
to
all
see. I
honesty.
want to see. What
Just a
second-
heads up before we move to the next one. I do have to dip out of here in like 10-15 minutes, so I want to try and make it through.
Oh,
picks.
my bad.
No, you're good. I'm just saying.
I did find the color rush, by the way. I found the official Thursday Night Football promo with
10 minutes should be a playing
Hey,
effect.
this is the
four
thing.
games.
This
with
is the
Ebron as the guy in the Lions jersey.
Yeah, no shit, we didn't wear them, Colin. We had fucking Eric Ebron on the team. God, I didn't want to watch the game at 1 o'clock, let alone in prime time.
Did you make your pick?
Yeah,
he said
I picked the
Rams.
Rams. Marshall, you kind of get your wish a little bit. This game isn't on primetime and we don't get to watch it. But what is that? 18, 17. Week 16 in Seattle, it is a Thursday night game. Rams Seahawks. Thursday
That'd be
night. Going to be one of the last Thursday night games of the year. That's going to be an incredible game. That could legit be for the 1 seed.
Calling it 6-3, Rams win.
All right, moving on. Chiefs at Broncos. Did the Broncos play this week or were they on a bye? No, they did. It was the Raiders game. Yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Basically on a bye.
Yeah, it was the Raiders game. Give me the Chiefs.
They
no-
won 10-7.
Yeah, no, this Broncos offense is buns. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs.
I really want to go with the Broncos, but man, it is the Chiefs off a bye. Like that's tough for anybody to beat, let alone when your offense looks like what the Broncos offenses look like. I think it's going to be close. I don't think it's a blowout by any means, but I will go with the Chiefs.
All right, Ravens at Browns. Give me the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens. They're going to steamroll them.
They're rolling. Ravens by a lot.
Sunday Night Football. Lions at Eagles. Unfortunately, I am going to have to go with Eagles here. Give me the Eagles.
So you got the
You gotta have the
jersey.
Eagles jersey up. I look like a dumbass. Fuck you, Jason Kelsey.
All episode too.
My bad. My bad, boys.
Better throw a Lions jersey out there.
I don't have anything Lions within reach.
That didn't stop you last time. You went to your closet to get the Jason Kelsey.
I don't want to stand. Okay. Make your picks.
So Colin, you went Eagles.
I went Eagles.
I'm going Lions, and I'm confident. I'm gonna be honest. I'm confident after the way the Eagles played against the Packers. I feel confident against the Eagles. I think this is gonna be a low-scoring game. But I think it's gonna be a game where we win like 24-17. Like I feel like it'll be we're in control the whole time, and the Eagles just happen to make it close.
Yeah, I think Lions will win. I want Lions to win, but I've been on a down streak. So for the sake of hoping that I'm turning into a downslope for the rest of the year, give me the Eagles.
We're back. Okay. 3 Lions jerseys to make up for the miscue.
Dude, nice Kentucky Wildcats jersey.
No.
I was about to say.
That's a cool Giants jersey, Donnie.
I did actually think for a brief second that he was wearing a Giants
Fuck
jersey.
you guys. Anyway. No,
It looks like the Giants blue on camera right now. It does not look like our blue.
Well, this is the new one. I don't know about the new shade of blue. I like the a little bit brighter old shade of blue. Anyway,
Is that a Titus Young jersey?
Stole it from Zach.
could we stop?
Okay, sorry.
We're talking about how he had to leave in
Anyway.
10, 15 minutes. And
I do. I'm sorry. I had to say it.
Me and Marshall talked earlier this year before the schedule was released. We really wanted to go to this game. I'm obviously a big Lions fan. I also like the Eagles. I like a lot of players on the Eagles, so I'm really excited to watch this game. No matter how it shakes out. Obviously, if the Lions get blown out, I'm going to be pretty fucking pissed. But I don't know. I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be a great, gritty game. I think it's going to be like the Packers game, except there's going to be points and not no points. So, like I said, pretty excited to watch it. It's in Philly, which fucking scares the shit out of me because those Philly fans are fucking psychos. But, man, do I have enough faith in what this fucking team look like? That Vikings game's hard to get out of my mind. That Eagles defense is only playing better. Man. I'm sorry, I didn't really think about, like, I had to pick a winner here. Fuck.
You could go tie.
You could.
Tie is always in play.
Dane Cable's not a pussy. He's not going to opt into a tie. He would rather lose than fucking have a tie on the record. Anyway, yeah.
Jared, go throw a pick six right now.
Okay. Right. No, I believe in the Lions a lot. I just think this Eagles team, I think they're rolling. I think they're not playing bad. Our secondary's so beat up, and it has been fucking all year. And they've had good spots, but guarding Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, I think, is a tough ask. I'm gonna go with the Eagles in a narrow win. But obviously I hope the Lions win. I think it could go either way. I'm expecting a good 24-28 kind of ball game.
All right. Monday Night Football, Cowboys at Raiders. Give me the Cowboys.
I am also going Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys are gonna shred through that defense. Give me the Cowboys.
Quit putting the fucking Cowboys on national television. Thank you, NFL. Yeah.
Quit putting the Raiders on national television. This is back-to-back weeks.
At least the Raiders are
Prime
like,
time, too.
overall, we don't get to see the Raiders that much. We are force-fed the fucking Cowboys, and they suck almost every year. I'm gonna.
And I guarantee you, the week after is Eagles Cowboys. I bet you that's America's Game of the Week on Fox.
Oh my fucking god! I'm so sick of watching the fucking Cowboys.
And then the week after, you get them on Thanksgiving on national television too. Three straight weeks of national
Who
television.
do they play on Thanksgiving?
Chiefs.
At least you get to hate watch the Cowboys. I'll be rooting for the Chiefs in that one.
And then Thursday Night Football against the Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I'm fucking over the Cowboys.
You're not
Fuck
gonna
the
believe this. 5 straight weeks. 5 straight weeks of Cowboys in primetime.
I get them wanting to put the Cowboys on primetime. Can you at least do it early in the year? Because they're going to be bad towards the end of the season. At least get it out of your system early.
That's crazy.
Are you guys gonna do trivia? Or just want me to intro it out?
I do have a trivia. I know Donnie will love it.
You guys can go ahead and do it. I'll peace up out of here.
All right, for this week's trivia, Matthew Stafford had another amazing game, 4 touchdowns. That makes it 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games in a row. He becomes the 7th player in NFL history to have 4+ touchdowns in a 3-game stretch. You guys are going to guess the other 6 players. Starting off with Colin, what is a quarterback who's had 4+ touchdowns in 3 consecutive games?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady did do it. He is on the list. Donnie, you're up.
That hesitation had me nervous. I was like, no fucking way. The greatest quarterback of all time didn't do it.
He was just lower on. He was just lower on my list, so I was just saying,
I figured he was.
This is kind of a harder thing to achieve, honestly. Like, there's probably a lot. There's probably a couple of randos on here. I'm gonna guess Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning did it. He's done it. The most consecutive is 5 games, and he did it. 5 games with 4+ touchdowns.
Damn.
Peyton Manning.
20 touchdowns in 5 games is fucking crazy.
All right, what about my boy Drew Brees?
Yes, Drew Brees is on the list. That's for sure.
Okay, now we're getting in the deep waters. How many people did you say had done this?
Stafford was number 7. You guys are guessing 6. You have 3 left.
3 left. Only 7 done it ever. Okay. 4 straight touchdowns. I feel like it's fucking possible. Let me go with Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes did it as well.
We're running out of good quarterbacks fast.
I'm gonna go an older guy, just because I think it's either him or the guy that came after him. But one of these two has to have done it. Let me go Brett Favre.
Brett Favre did not do it.
All right, I'm gonna just rip Aaron Rodgers then.
Aaron Rodgers didn't do it.
No way.
I didn't think so. Colin, this is kind of a hard thing to do. Four touchdowns. And
Yeah, but both of them were great quarterbacks. You're telling me neither of them, in how long they played, couldn't have.
But the thing is, you could do. I think it's hard to do 2 or 3 touchdowns in back-to-back games, let alone 4. Like that's a lot.
I guess that's true.
Touchdowns.
That's true.
That's a hard number.
We still
to
have
hit.
3 left.
3 left. Or 2 left. 2 left. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2. Fuck up.
This is now that I'm like actually stopping to think about it. This is a really specific stat.
Well, we guess maybe the 4 best quarterbacks to ever walk Earth. So
yeah,
maybe we should keep going with that strategy. Don't go fucking guessing Mike White on me now.
Mike White.
I do feel like there's gonna be
Mike
an
White.
old guy
That'd be
on here.
fucking crazy.
Some stupid random ass old guy on here. In that same vein of random older guy, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Dan Marino.
Dan Marino did it. You got 1 left.
He's got to be the older guy, like the only older guy to do it. That's crazy.
I'll give you that hint. Dan Marino was the oldest on this list.
Well, it doesn't say a lot though, because bro played in the 70s and 80s.
80s.
Think of how many quarterbacks have played since then. I guess really good quarterbacks since then isn't that many, but I still think there's like a super obscure person.
I only have like 2 guesses left that I realistically think it could be. I'm gonna go first with. Oh, could it be him? I just thought of a 3rd guy.
Oh,
all right. I don't know if this guy's done it. That's trying to think of modern guys, but like not too modern. Let me get Josh Allen.
Josh Allen did not do it. If it was like total touchdowns, he definitely did it. But just passing.
Yeah, I would say 4 passing touchdowns in 3 straight games is tough. I got a 1 guess lead right now, so I can start throwing out some randos if I want to. This does feel like it could be like a random ass Jameis Winston stat. I'm not gonna lie.
If you went on a Jameis Winston poll, I'm gonna be pissed.
Let me just lob it up there just to see, since I got that lead to work with. Give me Jameis Winston.
It's not Jameis Winston.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be 2. I was kind of hoping it was.
I know, right? Once I got Jameis Winston in my head, I was like, man, that could be. It could be. That'd be a dumb stat that Jameis Winston has. All these other Hall of Famers and then Jameis Winston.
Well, I have another obscure poll, but I don't want to guess it. I like, especially with all these other guys being great. Man, let me go with Big Ben.
No Big Ben.
What about Phillip Rivers?
No Phillip Rivers.
That was my next guess. Thank you, Colin. No, that's a little. God. Is this guy a little bit like? Is this guy a first ballot Hall of Famer like the rest of them, or is this guy a little bit more obscure?
In my opinion, I would have him as a Hall of Famer. Maybe not first ballot.
Okay, that means he's good, but not like fantastic. I really don't think it's this guy, but it's gonna kill me if I don't guess him. Is it Eli Manning?
It is not Eli Manning.
Matt Ryan.
Not Matt Ryan.
Damn.
Yeah.
You said I'd have him as a Hall of Famer, but maybe not first ballot. And that's
well, that's what made me think Eli Manning.
Well, I was also going Eli Manning too, but it'd be kind of crazy to have both Mannings on there.
Man. That also doesn't rule out that it's a modern guy. It's like Hall of Famer, but is it Lamar?
Not Lamar.
That rules out all the good quarterbacks in today's game. So
Yeah.
at least there's that.
Well, you know, there was that one October that this man went crazy, and he got a whole nickname about it.
It better not be who I think you're going to get.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
It is not Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Damn.
I had
that
guy.
insanity he went on was crazy, though.
I'm not going to lie. I had that guy in mind immediately, but I could not guess Ryan Fitzpatrick early on.
If we were tied right now still, and this was like for the win, I would not have guessed that in a million years. But since I
kept thinking it though, because he really did. For like the first month,
he went crazy that like 4-game stretch, man.
Yeah, but man,
showed up to the press conference in Deshaun Jackson's like quarter zip. I remember that.
Yeah, that was
in the aviators and the chains. Yeah,
we need Ryan Fitzpatrick back in the NFL.
We do.
Man, I'm trying to think of who else. No, you said he's a Hall of Famer. Is it? It's not Kurt Warner, is it?
Not Kurt Warner.
Can't let Kyle beat me at trivia after we talk shit. I got it.
Man, you really can't.
Well, I thought it was gonna be a Matthew Stafford trivia. I didn't think
I thought it
gonna
was
be
too. I thought it was too.
He inspired
it was
the
a Matthew
trivia.
Stafford. Oh,
What about
this shit
Tony
would-
Romo?
No Tony Romo.
That's a good guess, though, Colin.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting here just looking at the schedule. I'm thinking about all the quarterbacks that played for
What?
all of the teams.
What about Russell Wilson?
It is Russell Wilson.
Damn, I almost went Russ. Damn it! I almost went Russ.
So Russell
If it
Wilson.
wasn't Russ, I'd have had no.
I know.
fucking
I
idea
would have
who-
given up if you had
My
said
next
no.
guess.
Then I'm like,
My next guess was gonna be Matt Schaub if it wasn't Russell Wilson. It would have got real here real fast.
damn, I'm so pissed I didn't go Russ. I was gonna go Russ, and then I saw the Cowboys at the bottom of my screen. I was like, ooh, Romo sounds like a better guess.
So I knew Russell Wilson would be the last guy that you guys were guessing.
Oh, absolutely.
So
What the
Russell,
fuck
Wil-
is that?
he did it in 2020. The first 3
He did
games
it
of the
recently?
season. First 3 games of the season.
5 years ago, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
like,
Recently. That was
I-
prime Let Russ Cook territory.
That was his second to
was
last
not.
year.
That was.
Second to last year in Seattle. 2020, he played fantastic. The first 3 games of the season, 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, 14 touchdowns, to 1 interception in 3 games.
I think that was the year he hurt his thumb or his pointer finger or whatever it was. 'Cause I
He was on
remember
a
he started-
legendary pace.
He started really hot, and then he got hurt like halfway through the year on his throwing hand, and then he was just never the same.
man, that COVID year was weird.
I miss the cardboard cutouts and stands.
I don't. Well,
WWE the video boards behind the wrestling.
the worst
Dude,
thing
the
happened.
NBA COVID bubble.
Oh
with
my
the
God.
fans.
The COVID
Bro.
bubble when Luka hit that step back game, went on the Clippers, and it was just there was no noise at all. I remember that shit so vividly. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Russell Wilson was talking shit to like the one person in the stands. I remember that.
You like that? And the guy's like, no, I don't.
No, I wish my team was winning.
Marshall's not here, so I'll do the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Fourth and Wrong podcast. Make sure you tune in next Thursday. We drop episodes every Thursday. Stay tuned for more predictions, more trivia. You already know. It's me, boy Dallas, Colin, Donnie. We'll see you next time.